Only when you go there will you suddenly realize, when you come face to face with your manifestation, will you realize that this place within you that is beyond thinking knew exactly how to get you there. Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be talking about how to get out of your head and into your heart to manifest. Now the heart is actually the true mind, the limitless, all-knowing mind, unlike the mind in your head that is extremely limited. Now, something that happens the moment we begin deciding to manifest something is we immediately take ourselves out of the heart and into the head. Now, when we first decide to manifest something, it begins in the heart because it begins with a feeling, it begins with the energy, it begins with the desire to experience something further, and then we immediately get in our own way and move into the head, which is things like, now how can I make this happen? How will this happen? How can this happen? What must I do to make this happen? And even things like, what can I do to make myself feel the way that I need to feel to experience this thing, to manifest this thing. Now all these thoughts are taking us out of the heart that is already there, because the heart, in my opinion, is the part within you, it is the intuition, the part within you that is still connected to everything. It is a part within you that is still one with the universe, one with all consciousness. Therefore, it knows everything. And when you decide to experience something, your heart is immediately there because it's energy. So your heart is already in that place experiencing that vibrational reality that you have asked for. And only by leaving your heart, by going into all these thoughts, do you separate yourself from that vibrational reality that your heart is already in, and therefore get in the way of manifesting that experience. Now, if we learn to stay in the heart and not move into the head, we manifest things way quicker and way more joyfully. Now, because your heart is still one with the universe, because it knows everything, because it literally does, it is the intuition within all of us, it is beyond the mind, it has no limitations, it is completely free and completely one with all consciousness. That's why when we tune into our intuitions, we can know things that the human mind cannot know. Now, what this means is that your heart, because your heart is already there in that vibrational reality, experiencing that thing that you've decided you want to experience, it is a part within you, the place within you, that knows exactly how to get you physically there. Your heart is the place that knows the how, when and why. Your heart is the place that knows all of that. But because we have been conditioned to not trust this place within us, to not trust our hearts, our intuitions, our feelings, we immediately look to the mind to tell us how we can experience something, if we can experience something, and how to get us there. And this disconnects us from the place that actually knows how to get us there. Now, if we regain this trust in our hearts, in our intuitions, in that place that knows the how and the when and the why and the how to do it, we will be led there very easily. I've experienced this countless times in my life. You will be intuitively led to where you need to go. When it is time for you to physically experience this thing that you've asked to physically experience, you will just get an impulse to do something. You will get a seemingly insignificant impulse to go somewhere or to do something, and only when you go there, because you followed this feeling, this impulse, only when you go there will you suddenly realize, when you come face to face with your manifestation, will you realize that this place within you that is beyond thinking knew exactly how to get you there. I remember years ago when I was trying to manifest seeing a specific person. I wanted to bump into a specific person just to reconnect with them. and I was walking my dog, and we'd just gone for a long walk, and we came home, and I was literally just opening my back door, and I suddenly just knew I needed to walk to the top of the road. And this was just a sudden impulse. I just knew I needed to walk to the top of the road. And I looked at my dog and I just said, okay, we're going back out again. And he was like, I turned around and started walking, and he was like, okay, this is weird. We've just come back. I'm ready for dinner. Where are you going? And we went back, we walked up the road, and literally as I got to the top of the road, this person who I wanted to reconnect with was driving past. And this person stopped and we started talking. And it all came from just this knowing within me. I knew I needed to go to the top of the road, and I trusted it because I know this place within me is connected to everything. It knows how to get me to what I have asked for because it is already there energetically, because it is connected to everything. Now, if I had disregarded this all-knowing place within me and decided to go into my mind for answers instead, I would have said to myself, I've just been for a walk. This does not make any sense. This is not logical. My dog is ready for dinner. I'm ready for dinner. There's no reason for me to turn around and go back out. And this is because I'm asking a place that does not know everything like the intuition does. We need to learn to trust this place within us. And sometimes that's very difficult because of the world that we live in, because this superpower within us all has been so heavily oppressed. But when we start taking baby steps and we start trusting it every day, you will show yourself this superpower within you, will show you how easily it can get you to the places you want to go to physically that it is already energetically within. I spoke about this in my video on daydreaming, and I mentioned how when we desire something, when we first desire something, so that is the energetic place, that is your heart already living in the vibrational reality of what you have asked for. When we do that, when we first desire something, it immediately causes us to receive imaginings, visualizations of us experiencing that thing that we have asked for. Now, this is what we should be allowing to happen. Rather than going into the head and disconnecting from the actual energy that creates things, we instead go into the energy that creates everything and allow that to evoke what happens in our mind. Now, then you get the visualizations of you experiencing this thing without any of the forcing, without any of the putting pressure on yourself. And when we do this, things occur very naturally and very easily. Now, because I've mentioned that our thoughts and our imaginations are a tool to help us create reality, you're probably wondering, what comes first then? Do I go into the emotion within my heart and let it inspire the thoughts, or do I go into my thoughts and let it inspire what happens in my heart? Now, the answer to this question is literally everything. All manifestations, all desires begin with what's in your heart, because the desire itself is energy. A desire is a feeling, okay? So it always begins with the energy within the heart space, okay? It always begins with that. But then that immediate desire, no matter what it is, whenever you first desire something, so the energy comes first, you desire something, that's how you know you want something, because you felt that energy within you, this pull towards something, and you just know, I want that thing, okay? Could be anything. But it starts with the emotion, it starts with the heart place, and then immediately, the immediate thing that always occurs when you experience that energy is then the imagining, the natural imagining of you having that thing, okay? So it then allows you to go into this really amazing imagining where the energy, the emotions have a place to mature, okay? You then have a place within your mind to mature and grow this energetic space, okay? So that's, in my opinion, how the two work together. It always begins with the energy, and then the mind is like an assistant, a tool to help you nurture that energy and allow it to grow. But we've kind of gotten it mixed up where we're looking to the mind for answers. We're looking to the mind as the thing that's driving everything, when in actual fact it is the energy that is driving it, and the mind is an assistant. But we're looking to the mind to make things happen. We're looking to the mind for answers, when the mind is an assistant to the energy. It will help you nurture that energy. It will help you grow that energy. When you first desire something, when you first feel that energy, that energetic reality, you then start imagining yourself having it, and the more you allow yourself just naturally to go into that daydream without any judgment, without going down any other thought avenues, it feels amazing, because you're just allowing yourself to experience that vibrational reality. And that is how our mind assists in the creational process.